Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Lightweight Java Games Library tutorial. And in the previous one, we got the player to move around, and we even added bounds to the screen so that they couldn't walk off the screen. Now this time, we're actually going to go into our player class, so go ahead and do that. And we have to, actually, go into our entity class, and we have to add a couple things here instead. Go ahead and add an int value for health, and max health. These will be incredibly useful. Alright, and then inside your constructor, also add an int health. And then we are going to set max health to this health, and health equal to health as well. So when we spawn objects, they're going to automatically be at maximum health, using whatever health we want to give them. And in the main class, we actually have to go over to where we create the player, and we have to go over to the player class, and we have to actually add int health as well. And then in the super, we just put health. There we go. Now in the main class, we can add the player's health, which I'm just going to set to 100 for now. Alrighty. Now the player is going to have 100 health. That'll be useful later on when we're drawing text to the screen. Now let's add some zombies. Right click on your package and go to new class, and just type in zombie and hit finish. And the zombie is going to extend the entity class. Once we do that, the zombie is going to turn red. Go ahead and go to add constructor, and it's still going to be red. Add unimplemented methods, and there we go. Can erase some of these to-dos because we don't need those. We actually don't need the overrides for these statements either, because we're not really overriding anything. And there we go. There's our zombie class. Now, we're not going to do anything for input, but we will do something for update, and this is at a later time. First of all, we're just going to render them. So we can actually copy and paste the rendering code from the player and paste it, except for we're going to change the RGB values to just red. That way we can tell what a zombie is. Now over in the main, go ahead and right under we create a new player, I'm just going to show you the line that you put whenever you want to create a zombie is entities.add new zombie instead of player. And we are going to put 250, 250, 100. Now if we play this, you should see a zombie on the screen right there. Good. Now I know what the zombies are going to look like. Now, get rid of that line of code because we don't need it, now that we know that zombies work. And actually, within the game's own update code, we can spawn zombies if we want. So, why don't we use a random generator for this? So at the top of the main class, under the list of entities, why don't you add public static random equals new random, and then you'll have to import random. And now we can go down here and within the update method, and we can type random, let's see here, we also need to keep track of whenever we spawn zombies. So public static long last z spawn, and we're going to make it equal to system.current time millis, and then We're also going to add a public static long z spawn rate, and we're going to make it equal to 1000. So every second will spawn a zombie. Because this goes by milliseconds. 10 seconds would be 10,000, and so on. So now, in our own update code, we're going to say, alright, what we want to do is we want to take the time now and see if it's time to spawn a zombie. So if system.currentTime millis minus our last z spawn is greater than or equal to z spawn rate, then it's time to spawn a zombie, and then last z spawn equal to system.currentTime millis. We have to add that so it just doesn't freak out or anything. Now, int x equals random dot next int, and then we want to do within here we want to put the width minus 64. And do the same for y. There we go. Now entities dot add new zombie, and then we're going to give it the values of x, y, and 100, or since it's a zombie, 25. Alright, looks good. Now let's run that. Now every second it should spawn a new zombie at a random position on the map. They don't actually do anything yet, but they still appear there. In the next video, we are going to actually set up these things so that they'll try to follow the player and lower the player's health whenever they collide with the player.